Hello ladies and gentleweebs, back with another video. This time I'm looking at a game called AFK Journey. I've played this for about a week now and I quite like this game. It's quite, I don't know what the word is. It's like, wholesome, I guess is the best way to describe it. It's an AFK game in a way, but you do a little bit of exploring, but a lot of it is just, it plays itself. So if you're used to those type of mobile games, then, you know, I mean, at one point I thought these types of games are just like, what's the point? It just plays itself, so it's not really, there's no point. But after playing a few of these types of games, I started to understand the appeal of them. And this game's quite a nice little game, so let's kind of dive in and we'll talk a bit about it. Obviously this is a mobile game. Oh, hello? Do it. Okay. There was just an update, so there's a new character on here at the moment. So obviously it's a gacha game. As gacha games go, you know, you pull for a character, you collect characters. That's basically the core of the game. But where to start? So at the moment we've got this AFK kind of business. So you do these battles. You kind of build up your AFK rank, and then over time when you're not playing, you get rewards. So I've just got a bunch of rewards from not playing the game for like about a day. And then as a result, then you can, you know, level up your characters. It's just what you expect from a gacha, really. So if I just level these up to 80. Don't worry. But don't worry. My flames will never hurt. The interesting thing about this game, if you think of like games like Genshin Impact or whatever, you have like an artifact system where you like set up artifacts for a character and there's a lot of RNG involved. With this game you kind of just have like each individual kind of classes of characters. They have their own equipment set which go across all characters. So if I like open up this, for example, you've got like, this is equipment for all the tanks. So there's a quick equip button, so it auto upgrades. You've also got this recycle system where you can then upgrade certain stuff. So if I were to upgrade this, it costs whatever resources. And then any like old equipment, then you can then recycle it again. So it's quite a nice little system. And you'll see here, it will show you all the characters that I own that are tanks and who get affected by this. So this is kind of a cool little system. I like how this works. And you don't have to think too much about it. You just kind of upgrade stuff. And that's kind of a common theme throughout this game, is a lot of it plays itself and you kind of just click buttons and it does stuff for you and you don't have to worry too much. I'll probably add this in afterward because there was another thing that I forgot to mention. I'm just gonna mega boost this character because she can go up into Epic Plus. But the other thing is with leveling up characters. So if we go back here and look at the Resonance Hall, so you have characters along the top here, so you can change these out. But the interesting thing about it is you'll notice all my characters are at level 80, and that's because there are quite a few games that do this, but I like how this game does it in particular because you only have to level up these characters at the top. So I could switch out any of these now, so I could put like her in there. But everybody down here is the lowest number that are like within these. So say if I level this character up to 90, this one to 90, this one to 90, this one to 90, the lowest number here is 80. So every other character you own will be capped to 80, and you don't have to spend currency on these people down below. You only have to spend currency on the ones up above, which is a really cool little system that it doesn't make it complicated. This is the thing with Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. When you've got loads of characters in your account and you have to do artifacts for every single one, and you have to level up every single one, and you have to farm resources for every single one, it just becomes so tiring. And like, I've got characters on both of those games that I got through the gotcha, and I never leveled them up because I just didn't want to do all the hassle of working out their build and whatever. I just don't use them. I just have them as like almost like ornaments on a mantelpiece. Whereas with this game, you don't have to worry about that. You just, this is the other great thing about the equipment system, is this is for a bunch of characters. This covers a lot of stuff, so you can have a whole lot of characters, and this game's kind of built around having all the characters. It kind of gives them all to you, so you can have loads and loads of characters, and they're all going to be matching these people at the top, which I think is just a fantastic way of doing it. And it's like it respects you. It respects your time. It doesn't make you do all this min-maxing bullshit, and just everything about the game is about being chilled out and just watching the fights play out, letting your characters level up in the most easiest way possible. It's so accessible, and it's one of the things that I really like about this game. Like, one of the main things I really like about it. Probably back to the video now because I've cut this in afterward. Bye. So let's actually show a bit of gameplay, right? So this is the AFK system, wasn't about. So if I press battle now, I've got it set to auto battle at the moment. So if I just press battle, it basically they just fight. I probably die because I'm at a point where I'm kind of at a wall at the moment, so I need to either rearrange my team, or I need to just AFK for a bit, or play through the story a bit to get some more resources. So obviously I got defeated. Oh, I don't want to retry. So you can just place your characters how you want. So if I were to drop this tank out, put this tank in, and they've got different kind of affinities, so some of these have like different factions, and depending on how many factions members you put together, you get bonuses and that. So it's all about setting up your team and just letting it play. But you can, if you wanted, you can turn on auto off, and then it's just a case of using the skills. So if I double speed it here, so now we've got this, so I can pick, say I want to attack this guy, and then she's kind of an assassin type of character, and then I've got like a heal thing that I can drop here. So you can micromanage it if you want, but you don't really have to. I mean, in some cases, you like, especially when you're doing the story quests and exploring the world, there's certain like challenges and stuff that you kind of have to micromanage a little bit more. Obviously, you can explore the world. Where are we at the moment? So if I go over here, explore a little bit, so that you get chests in the world, and then you just can go into these battles. I'm gonna just go back to my team. So there's these guys. You get these walls in some of the arenas where you might want to use, like, say this assassin character is pretty good with this kind of stuff. So you can see who's going to get attacked. So we know that most of the focus is going to be going on to these two characters over here. So if you, for example, you'd want to have, like, say, 2 tanks. So if we were to drop a character out and put another tank, we could have a tank here, tank this over here. So again, it's all about preparation, really. But most of the time you can just make do and get on with it, especially with the story stuff. It's a bit more complicated when you're trying to do some of the more challenging parts of the game.
Defense and offense. Sorry, did I burn everything down?
So for this chest, we've got to kill this other guy over here, and then we'll unlock the chest. So I'll just quickly do that. Okay, here's another example of something a bit different. So you've got this special buff thing here, and you have to pick a specific character to what is best suited to this. So the enemy is immune to physical damage. So if we put this mage character here, and this is an AoE, this character has like an AoE, so it should kill, well, not all of them, but a couple of them. So yeah, you've got a lot of different challenges like that in the fights and stuff that are. Some of them you've got like environmental hazards, so you have to press on the environmental hazards to kill enemies in certain ways. So there we get our rewards for that. So obviously you go through the story and explore the map and collect all the chests and stuff, and then that will help you boost your characters. So then I can go in here now, and I probably haven't got enough still. I still need a bit more XP, but you can then ascend your characters and whatever. And it just seems to keep going. You just keep leveling stuff up, and it's pretty cool. I'm quite enjoying it, to be honest. The thing for me for a lot of these kind of gacha games is I don't like a gacha game where I have to do a lot for a daily. So obviously you have like your daily quests and stuff, and a lot of this stuff you can do really quickly. So I like games where when I only have to spend 5 minutes on them a day. So if I just go to this and say send, then already I've done 2 of those. Then participate in arena dream realm. So you've got all these things, so I'll show these off. So you've got different battle modes down here, and this is where some of the more interesting parts of the gameplay is. So obviously we've already shown the AFK stage, but you've got like this dream realm, which is you've just got a boss fight. This one's like rank 1, so last time I fought this I only got up to 95%, but if I battle this now I should be able to kill this and get to the next stage of it. So I'll just let this play. So this is called AFK Journey for a reason. A lot of the gameplay is AFKing and just chilling out,
and fight for me.
which is perfect for a little mobile game. So you're watching something else and you've got your phone out, you can kind of play a little bit and then play through the story or whatever, and then it's a real chill game. It's like almost like a second monitor game, which is a bit of a weird concept to think about. Obviously this is commonplace with mobile games, but I'm using a PC client for this at the moment. I mean, my only complaint really is I wish I could zoom in a little bit more on the combat, because everybody's like tiny, because it's obviously designed for a mobile phone. So here we go. We get some. Those are for the summons, so we'll do some of them in a bit. So now I'm on common 2, so we're on the next kind of ranking, and then there's also like this. So we're in the top 72% of players at the moment. Once I do this, we might get into 60%, but you get like special rewards for being in certain brackets, and they're not like big differences between like a 10% difference. You might only get like 5 more of a currency, but it gives you incentive to try and get further and further along, so you can get more rewards later down the line. I think these currencies mostly they might be like to get duplicates of characters so you can upgrade them, which I'll talk a bit about that actually, about duplicates and that when we do summons. Because it actually features something that I wish Genshin Impact and other games like that implemented, but they obviously have like a 5-star and a 4-star like class of characters. And the problem is, say if your favourite character is a 4-star, it's always subpar to most of the 5-star characters. Whereas this game doesn't have that problem, and I'll explain that when we do a few summons later on. So we got to 44% there.
Well, victory is deserved.
So we'll get all these rewards up to 40%. If I get the extra 6%, we'll get this reward until eventually. These cycle in a week. So these bosses, I think there's a way to look at it. Yeah, so this is the boss today. So then tomorrow there'll be this guy, and then the day after this guy, and these cycle around. So in a couple of days, this guy will come back, and I think I'm on like rank 2 with him. We might be able to by then get him into rank 3 and get all the rewards from that. So you've kind of got a constant cycle every day of potential rewards with these. So there's that. So we're now in the top 58%. So that will bring us to wait, that's my current, right? Yeah, so we just need to get over 50% to get this reward here. The other thing is you've got PvP stuff. So this is just arena. So you set up a preset team here, set out your formation, and this is what other players will be fighting. And then you go in here, and then you get a choice of three other players. I tend to pick the lowest one because then I'm more likely to win. But you can go for somebody who's slightly higher than you to get more ranking. And again, it just plays itself. If I were to design a game like this, what I would do is in Final Fantasy 12, there's a gambit system in that game. So Final Fantasy 12 plays itself. A lot of the combat does, but it has a gambit system where you set up like almost like program your characters. So when an ally's health goes below 50%, you then cast this character, then casts a heal, right? So you could basically program your characters. If I were to ever make a idle game like this, that's what I would make. I'd make it so you can get into the weeds on your characters and create like an automated system where the characters kind of cast certain abilities and spells when they get so low health or whatever. So you kind of have, it's a bit more hands-on, whereas this game's really simple and basic. There's not a lot of depth to it. It's just a fun little chill game, and I'm enjoying it just because it's chill. And maybe that's the right thing, really, the right approach. Maybe having too much advanced stuff in there would kind of hurt the market they're going for, because they're obviously going for quite a casual market that just wants to open it up throughout the day and do a little bit here and there and then put the phone away. So, but again, there's rewards related to this. So this also goes into the dailies. So if we go back to the dailies now, we'll have you know, we've done those, and we've already done the daily. It takes no time at all really to do the dailies in this game. And this is what I was saying before. I like games where I can do the dailies in 5 minutes, and then if I don't really feel like playing the game that day, I can just put it down. And this is kind of the good thing about this game, because of this AFK progress stuff. I don't believe there's a cap on this. The only cap really is how much you're making per hour. So you're getting this amount of XP, this amount of gold, this amount of whatever this dust stuff is, which is for ascending your characters. You're getting that every hour. So if you were to put this game down for a week and then come back in a week, you're gonna have a lot of resources to then catch up with everybody. Like this at the moment as well, there's like a little buff I've got here because I started the game later than a lot of other people. I'm also getting like a bonus every time to help me catch up with other people. So it feels like it respects you a little bit. Whereas the problem with games like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and whatever, they all have a resin system, and you feel so pressured to log in every day and play the game. Whereas this game, I just don't feel that pressured. I know it's a completely different game, but I wish Genshin didn't demand so much time from me all the time. I mean, when it comes to Genshin Impact, I haven't used any resin on Genshin Impact for probably about a year because I just got fed up of using it and being pressured. I play the game so casually now. I log in, do dailies every now and again. I've kind of, it's just been too much. It became a chore. Whereas something like this, at least I know if I don't feel like playing it, I don't have to log in every day. I mean, yes, you can still do... There's still dailies there to get rewards if you really want to get the daily rewards. But the fact that it plays itself, I can just kind of open it up, do that, and then get on with my day. You can still sit down and play this game. Like the world exploration, the story's alright. I'll talk a bit more about that in a bit. I'll probably do a little bit of the story and kind of show what that's all like. But let's go back to the battle modes and carry on. So there's the arena. The honor duel is an interesting one. So I won't play this, but I'll kind of show what this is all about. So you'll select a team, which is a pre-made team, or get a random one. So if I were to just pick random, it will pick random characters from the roster. And then what you've then got is you've got currency, and you'll say you've got different equipment and stuff. So say if I were to buy this one gives increased attack speed. And then go into the formation, we can equip this on this character. And then we can also press one of these. This will give us random characters. So now we've got like a full team of 6. And then you've still got currency. This carries over to the next one. So if you press match now, it will find somebody. I'm not sure if these are live players or not. I'm not really sure how it works. Or if it picks from like a group of like kind of stored teams that people have used or something. I'm not really sure how it works. But you've got a time limit here to set up your team. You've got to set 3 characters. So let's just do these guys. And then press confirm. And then it will reveal their team when they're done. So I think there might be other players playing. I'm not really sure. So now we know they've got 3. We've got 2 more characters to set. So I'm going to have this support guy and we're going to have another tank. I could have set this up better, but it doesn't matter. Just confirm. And then we'll just fight. And then if you win, you then go onto the net. You get a win onto your list. And then you go on to like the next fight. But if you lose, then you go back to the store, but you've got 3 lives.
Your delivery's coming up.
So I'll show that in a minute. So I think I might lose this one. But I haven't lost anybody yet. But I'm about to start losing people, I think. Yeah, there we go, we lost. Okay, so here's your 3 chances, but you also get like this money reward. So then you go back to this and you kind of repeat the cycle. And if you go back here, you've got these little cups. So if you fill all these up, then you get a higher ranking and whatever. But you also here, I've already earned these, but this resets every week. So when you've got 15 victories, you get all these rewards, basically. So that's Honor Duel. You've got Legendary Trial, which I think this one, yes, this rotates. So you can like... This is a bit like an Abyss type of thing, where you've got floors, you do challenges, you go up the floors, and then the more you do, you go up more and more floors, and you get more and more challenges. I haven't done much of this yet. I think I've only done some on this one, which I can't look at the moment. Sometimes you've only got 1 open a day, sometimes you've got a couple open a day. So that again is another thing. Then you've got your Arcane Labyrinth. This is a bit like a roguelite type of thing. So you've got a challenge here, you kind of pick this, like you pick from various buffs, and then you fight, move on to the next fight. So we'll just quickly show some of this up as well. But again, it's obviously all auto battle stuff. But if I wanted to min-max, I could pause this and use my abilities and place them precisely and probably get a little bit further. But then obviously then you've got your different choices, and you kind of, I think once you get these numbers up to, if I do this one, I think you get like a special thing come up. We'll fight this and then I'll show. I think I have to beat this to actually get the that was a really quick one. Yeah, so now I'll get like a special buff because we've got 2 of these, so I get to pick from these. So increase crit damage by 5%, blah blah blah. So I think I'll do that one. So you just keep going until you're defeated. And obviously there's rewards related to that. So you get rewards in there as well, which are, I think they're summon tickets and stuff like that. Then, oh no, yes, these, yeah, there's different types of summon tickets, so we'll look at that. And then the last one is a guild related one, and you all contribute, everybody in the guild contributes to the fight. I can't share that at the moment because it's unavailable, because it comes up every so many days. So we got some, we can upgrade a character. This is now in the next kind of tier, so that's what that is. So what I'm going to do is I've actually saved up a few summons. I've got, on the standard, we got 71. So we'll do 71 summons, we'll see what we get. And I'll kind of talk a bit about how the character upgrade system kind of works. So we got a nice big gold boy here.
When can we begin our research?
Nice. I haven't got this character yet.
I'm here. Who's the target?
So this character's shown as an epic. So obviously you've got like your gold, then you've got your gold, which is like your 5-star equivalent, and then you've got your purple, which is your 4-star equivalent. So all that kind of works the same still. However, just skip these. I believe these are for upgrading characters, for like leveling them up, all those acorns and stuff. So see that like they've got different logos on them which represent the different factions of characters. So if you get another character, I'll show you what faction they are. Well, see, this is like Lightbringer. I forgot what this one's called, but so like this acorn kind of is related to these types of characters. We just got 2 copies of this character. So when we get another one, we can ascend them, and then they become an epic character. So they're purple at the moment, but they can become orange, and then they can then become red beyond that. So I think with this one, we need to get 4 of these.
Will never hurt you.
So if I get 4 more copies of that character, it's kind of like your constellations in a way. And then these kind of will unlock, I'm not sure how you look at it. Oh, here you go. These will, so you've got your legendary next, then your mythic, and then supreme. And then you unlock like these passive abilities for your characters. So you've kind of got that upgrade for the character, then you've got the equipment part of it, and then you've also got the level. So one's through the gotcha system, so if you want to spend money, you can just basically unlock loads of characters and get them high level really quickly. But for me, I don't really want to do that. I just want to chill and play the game, and at the moment, I've not hit really many roadblocks. I've not felt like I need to spend money on this game. But we'll talk about the business model as well a little bit, and have a look in the store. So you get these golds quite often. This is a new character, I ain't got this guy before. But even when you get in epic characters, you're still contributing to getting like a higher version of them. So if I just skip this for a minute. So we got this dude. Let's just keep going. More epics. So yeah, I've got those 2 characters already. See if we get another gold. No, we'll just... Got 2 copies of him, so we might be able to upgrade him now, I'm not sure. More epics. So you get quite a few of these, which is pretty cool. Keep going, keep going. We're not getting any golds now. After I said you're getting quite often. So in a way, you're kind of just constantly leveling up your account. You're getting loads of characters, upgrading them. So you've got more options then to do the other like aspects of the game. Set up like different teams. Like if we go back to say the battle modes, it will recommend certain characters here that have like different traits. Like displacement abilities, which is good against this certain boss. So if you've got these characters, you might have a higher chance of getting a higher ranking on it and stuff. So this is kind of like your banner that rotates. You kind of have like this is a new character that's just released, so you can obviously spend your recruitment. You can spend your crystals on these to recruit. So you can buy like 10 of these, and I haven't spent any of my stuff yet, so I've got like 30,000. I'm kind of waiting for a character that looks really appealing to me, and then I'll spend loads on them. But then you've also got this one, and obviously I selected all ladies, but I want this character on the end here. I haven't got them yet. So you can kind of pick whatever characters you want to increase the chance of getting them. So she was actually, interestingly enough, she was in this banner before, and now they've put her in here. She's new into here now, which is kind of interesting. So I don't know what I mean. I think if you hold on them, there you go. So she's a warrior. So there's different classes, obviously. Warrior, tank. I think there's support, mage, and then warrior again. Which support? Is there another? There's like ranger, I think, which might be a rogue. This one's a rogue, and then this one should be a ranger, marksman. So you've got like these different classes for like that each character comes in. I want this one who's a tank, because she's pretty cool. If you look at her, she's got a horse and stuff. She's pretty cool. I like this character quite a lot. So I might, because I've already got her, I might see if I can get her as well. But I think all the characters are here. I'm not sure if there's any that are missing. There might be 1 or 2 that are missing. I'm not sure. So if I save that and we do recruit, we'll see who we get. So obviously these summons have a pity system as well. So after 30 summons, we were guaranteed to get one of these.
Do you need a fire started?
Cancel. Yeah, so we got a copy of her. Right. Okay, 1 more recruit. We should get a gold here. See who we get. He's going to be one of the ones that I've yeah, there we go. Very cool. So that was one of the ones on my list that I wanted to get. See, I'm not sure what this Stargaze station is. Recruit in any car pool, 400 recruited. Okay. These must be special. I don't know what that is. They might be the characters that aren't in the pool or something. It seems like it throws a lot of currency at you, And that might just be because I'm fairly new to the game. I'm not sure what it's going to be like later on. This is the thing. Honkai Star Rail for me was a really fun game when I first started playing it. And now I'm in the end game part of the game. I find the game really boring. So even though I'm having a lot of fun now, I'm not sure how much fun I'll be having in a couple of weeks' time when I've kind of gotten through all the story and I'm at the end and I'm like min-maxing to try and grind to progress. But the recent update, they've added a new region and more story, so there's still quite a bit of story for me to go through. So it'll be interesting to see where this game goes. I mean, I just got loads more currency. It's just it just seems like it throws rewards at you, this game. I mean, again, like just the logins are always like summons and stuff, which is really good. Like the last one I had of these was giving me loads of summons as well. And then there's also this daily login thing. So I've been getting characters every day. And obviously that's a copy of an existing character, but this guy I haven't got him yet, so tomorrow I'll get this character that I haven't got. And it's pretty much like all the epic characters here. Like, I don't think there's any that aren't there. Obviously there's some that are just epic characters and there's some that are like 5 stars at a base level. But the other thing you find is here, after a week, you'll get... I think it will show you. There you go. So these are like the celestial ones. These are... Maybe that's what the other banner is. It's to do with these characters. But then you got your S ranks, which are not these ones. These are all the epic ones. So you're going to get every epic hero, I think. I don't think there's any that are missing from that list. But then every week you're then getting one of these guys. So in a way the game just gives you the characters. It's pretty good, to be honest. It's just the more you play. Oh, that's okay, that's the other aspect to this. So you actually make your own character. So if we go, where is it? If we go here. So when you start the game, you basically can customize your character and choose the hairstyle and everything. Choose some from a few sets of clothing. But as you kind of progress through the game, you unlock more clothing as well. Like there's different hairstyles and capes and all these kinds of things. So you kind of have your own little avatar that you've got. So I haven't got many things for mine at the moment. But this is who this character is that you're running around with. And you'll see these out in the world as well. See these, like, if I go over here. In fact, I'll just run. So you can see other people out in the world and you can see their avatars. And they're just sitting around or doing whatever. So it's kind of got a little bit of a social aspect to it where you can, like, you can do these, like, little emotes and people can interact with you. So there's a lot of little cool little things like that. And they've got like a chat as well, like a global chat, and people advertise like co-op missions and all this kind of stuff. And it does seem like it's trying to have a bit of a community here, which is kind of a cool little thing. I mean, I don't really engage with a lot of it, but it's cool that it's there for people that, you know, want to do that. I mean, I think this might be a bit of story stuff, I'm not sure. Obviously...
Whoa! That tree in the middle of the forest is super amazing!
I've been away from home for so long, but the loosened tree is still so beautiful.
Right, so I just leave it to auto and I just listen to it. But you do have choices, but it's like surface level, like Genshin Impact.
With a galaxy of stars. The loosened tree.
It is said that this is a divine tree planted by the goddess of the earth and the rivers, Misate herself. Those who first arrived in the Dark Forest laid the foundation for the villages beneath its majestic canopy, paving the way for the prosperity we witness today. The pioneers of Lunadorf even planted a small tree, inspired by the great loosened tree.
But there's nothing special about that one. Well, let's pause the nostalgia here. We'll be arriving at Lunadorf soon.
Right, so what I will say when it comes to voice acting and delivery in this game is it's a bit all over the place. Some characters' delivery is pretty decent, and then other characters, they feel like they're in a different room to everything else, and sometimes from line to line, it feels like they've recorded them in a complete isolation of one another. So they'll say something, and then the next line they say will sound like they said it about 2 hours later in a completely different context. It's a bit jarring at times. I'm not sure if that's to do just with localization. I tried to change the language, but I could only find English on this client. So I'm not really sure. I do like most of the time to put my games in Japanese, but I couldn't. There's no option in this game, at least from what I can find. Let's just have a look. There might not be an option to change it because I haven't downloaded all the stuff or something. Where is it? So settings, voiceover. So I've only got English, but it might be that I haven't downloaded other packs, so I haven't really looked into it myself. But these are just, except for this, it's mostly European, so I'm not sure. I do believe this is a Chinese development studio that made this game, so I'm surprised there isn't a Chinese option, but I mean, again, more rewards. I should go in the shop actually and have a look at that. So if we go to here, so you've got like your shop. So this is like the guild store if you're in a guild. What this refreshes every day, so worth picking up this, I think. I don't know. I think it is. These are those high rank characters, so you can get these as well. And these soul things, I'll talk about these in a minute. So you can buy some of these here. So if, for example, I believe you used to ascend the hero. So I don't think so. With the epic characters, they're a bit easier to upgrade because you can buy these. You just need a quantity of these, whereas with the gold characters, the S rank characters, you need to buy these ones instead. So they're a little harder to upgrade, I think. So I'm not sure if, for example, this character is weaker than this character, or if it just depends on how much you've upgraded them. I'm not really sure how that works. Again, you've got clothes here you can buy with you've got your money here that you can buy these kind of outfits and stuff, and I'm sure they'll keep adding to this because I think since yesterday when I played, there seemed to be new outfits in there, so they're constantly adding all this stuff, and this is obviously from your relationships with friends and stuff. This currency you gain, and I think this cycles. I believe this currency is from actual recruitments. So you've got these that you can buy and these. So I'm not sure if I've got any. I'll have to have a look in my inventory. So what these are is when you've got so many of them, when you've got say 60 of them, when you use them, you will then get a character of that rarity. So I'll use these and then I'll get one of these to upgrade a character or whatever, and then this is like the S level equivalent of that. So there's a lot of different ways to upgrade your characters and get them to that mythic level or supreme level. There's a lot of options there, and the game doesn't seem to be shy about throwing this stuff at you. In a way, it's a bit like Honkai Impact Third. Honkai Impact Third has a similar system with these puzzle pieces, and there's a lot of different ways But it feels like there's loads of different ways to do it, which is really cool. Then obviously you've got your typical battle pass, where you can get these and then you can pay for the super duper version, and it always lets you know that you're missing out on all this shit if you don't pay money. Which, you know, it's your typical gotcha game, I guess. So the other thing that I haven't really looked at too much is the store. So we'll open that and have a look at this. So you've got your 800% value, baby. Which really, there's no value in any of this stuff because it's all digital tat. So just ignore the 800% value, boys. But there are some that pop up every now and again, and you get like the first couple of things you get for free, and then you have to pay so much money to then get the next reward. But then the reward after that will be free. So it basically makes you pay a little bit more, and you get a lot of free stuff along with whatever you're paying for. It's all psychological, weird gotcha stuff. So for me, I don't spend money on gotcha games ever. I used to with Genshin Impact. I used to buy Welkin and stuff like that, but now I just don't bother because I don't feel like you need to. With this game, I haven't felt like you've needed to be honest. See, like here, it's telling me I've got these rewards, and you're like, oh, I want these, I want to press these, but you've got to pay this money. So you've got all this kind of crap, which is just typical gotcha game bullshit. But I will say it's rare that the game thrusts up in front of you. Every now and again it will thrust something up in front of you and say, look, you can get this for whatever. But compared to other gotcha games I've played where they just constantly throw this stuff in front of you, to be fair to Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, they don't actually throw a lot of the monetization stuff in your face a lot. Because it does take you out of the game a little bit. This does it occasionally, but it's not too big of a deal for me. The other thing is you've got, if I look at this, you've got costumes for the characters. This costume, 450, I believe that in Great British pounds that is 20 quid. So that is pretty steep for a skin, especially in a game like this where the characters are very small and you don't really get to see them all that much. I mean, yeah, this is a cool outfit, right? This is a cool outfit for the character, but it's for what you're really getting for that money is kind of expensive. But to be fair, there are costumes that the game gives you for free. I believe she might have... No, I've got one already. I believe she's got one.
The color and clarity are
I'm not sure. Oh,
phenomenal.
here we go, skin.
Oh, hello.
So this is the classic outfit. And then I've also got this outfit that I got through just progressing. And I believe this character also has
May
one.
the lucent tree bestow its blessings upon...
Skin. Jungle rivers flow, bring life with it. Okay, it does tell you somewhere how to get it. I'm not sure where it tells you, but I believe you can get that one fairly easily. Oh look, we can ascend this character. So here, this is characters and elite at the moment. Now it will become, again, it's now. She should be up here now. So I do like that you can upgrade even your most basic stupid characters like this stupid thing. You can do them, I think. Actually, I'm not sure if you can do these two characters because they're blue. I don't think you can upgrade these characters past rare. What a shame. That's something to think about actually. Can this character... I'm not sure where it will show you. Yeah, these characters can go up to Supreme. What about...
Have you ever wondered why some things can...
how did I look at it? Again, this is... Yeah, so the Supreme is the max for even for the S classes. So yeah, I like this game. It's hard to explain why I like it. It's just, it feels wholesome and chill, and you can kind of turn your brain off. And I mean, this is the other thing. So we've got a quest at the moment. I just click this and it automatically runs there. So you don't really have to do a lot. You do get puzzles out in the world like over here, and a lot of them are quite simple. So we just got to get all these panels up. I can't see because of this fucking text at the moment. So I think we'll have to walk like this. See, like nothing like mind breaking, but then you get a chest. So, but as I said, like you can zoom in a little bit, but your characters are really tiny. So when you get skins for characters, it's just like you can't really see them. So that's probably the big downside about the skins, and like why I feel like they're not really worth the price tag. If they were way cheaper, then I could see why people would want to buy them, but I don't know. But yeah, I like it. It's a cool game. I recommend if you just want a chill game to play and just play in the background every now and again, just bring your phone up. Even if when you're doing other things, it maybe if when you're playing other games you just want to leave it on the side, press a button, let them go and fight. It's ideal for that. And it respects your time. Oh, here we go. Here's like, you get a free thing, yeah. Then you get another free thing, but now you got to pay 99 cents or 99p or whatever you want to call it to then get the other free stuff. But then you got to pay another 99, and this is sneaky, right? This is things that a lot of gacha games do. Is they'll tell you that for one, it's got this amount % value. So it's great. But then the other thing is they want you to spend as little money as possible as a way to get you in. So by spending 99p or 99 cents, they're getting you on the books. And then your credit card details or whatever your payment method is now connected to the game. So then it makes the barrier for entry for any other potential purchases afterward way easier. So this shit's sneaky. I can see this from a mile off. But I don't care. I just ignore it. Because I think everything else about this game's great. The monetization's there. I get it. It's a free-to-play game. You can download this game for free and play it. They've got to monetize it somehow. But this is just the thing with gacha games in general, is they're predatory. It doesn't matter. Like, they're all predatory. They all do these stupid psychological tricks to try and get you to spend money. It's egregious as fuck, but I don't care. Like, I just ignore it and don't spend the money. I wish other people would have that same mentality and not spend the money, because games like this could be way better if you didn't have all these monetization issues that hurt the gameplay. Yes, I understand they have to make money, but there are other ways they could make money. But that's just a whole other thing. It's like you're going down a rabbit hole in that conversation, so I'll probably end it there before I keep talking about this stuff. I'll probably do another video on this game later on when I've kind of gotten more to the end game and done a bit more story on it. I'm uploading this video to my Facepalmy channel. Probably nobody will see it because I tried to upload a video the other day and there was literally nobody watched it. But it was complete. It was not a Genshin video. I haven't uploaded videos for about 8 months, and then before that I hadn't uploaded videos probably 6 months prior. So the channel basically has 10,000 subscribers and it's completely dead. So if you're an old viewer of my old content and you manage to find this video and you watch to the end, which is narrowing it down to the point where there's probably no people that have done that. But if you do, please leave a comment. Please leave a like. Let me know that you're still around. It will be nice to hear from you guys. And that's about it. I'm going to end the video now. So if you want to do none of that stuff I just said, would you kindly bugger off?
Maybe.